It always matters when it's India versus Pakistan, but for the first time in the Asia Cup 2018, the game itself is of significance. It's a Super 4 encounter between these two Asian giants in Dubai. India v Pakistan, round 2 of this strategically scheduled Asia Cup to ensure we get two delights of it. And in Abu Dhabi, Bangladesh and Afghanistan are fighting to stay alive in the tournament themselves. Keep half an eye on that. We'll be focusing on that game later on, but first it's all about India-Pakistan on ESPN Cricket for Matchday with our technology partner Vivo. Hello and welcome. I am Raunak Kapoor, delighted to be in the company of two Bombay boys, Ajit Agarkar and Sanjay Manjrekar.
So 3 Bombay boys now.
Well, thank you. I don't like to count myself, but yes, 131 ODIs between India and Pakistan, 73 between Ajit Agarkar, Sanjay Manjrekar and Saqlain Mushtaq, who I also welcome. Saqlain, trust you're doing very well.
Thank you, buddy. How are you, Raunak?
Very well, thank you. Saqlain's already on his tour in the US, lots of promotional videos. The attention is on India-Pakistan and we're hoping, Sanjay.
Oh yeah, I came completely prepared for Bangladesh-Afghanistan. I had no idea. I thought you were going to be talking about that game more than this
Let's start then. What did you make
the
of
one-sided nature?
What did you make of Soumya Sarkar and Imrul Kayas being... Okay, no, we leave that out. Fine. Let's talk. What we want though, I don't want to hype this up because I actually want the game to live up to the hype. So let's not hype India.
So let's underplay it.
Yeah, I mean, the last few games have been very one-sided, whether it's Pakistan winning or India. So hopefully both teams turn up. I think Pakistan had a really good win the other night under pressure. So I think that we expected a lot more of them first time when they played India. India has gotten better since that Hong Kong game. So, you know, like I said, hopefully they live up to that expectation.
Yeah, two crucial failures I think affected them. Babar Azam and, you know, Imamul Haq. If they get some runs today, you could have a different scenario. So let's hope that happens because just not enough runs on the board in the last game.
Can you understand, Saqlain, Pakistan perhaps knowing the game was not of much consequence in the last game, came out with a bit of a dash, wanted to go too hard. Can we expect a completely different Pakistan today?
Yeah, yeah, for sure. I think they won against Afghanistan. I think they will take the positive from there, and obviously, definitely, they will get the confidence out of that as well. And they know they are playing against India, and they have they done it before, but they have to play the natural game. And I think that, you know, I mean, we believe Pakistanis whenever they play, they have always shaky start. Whenever we played against India, first game is very crucial. I don't know why we start with a lot of you know, doubts and not the clear head. And I think in this game they will play the natural game, like street smart kind of game. They will come hard, definitely, and they have to. And the only worry thing for me, they have to play 50 overs first, because they are not playing 50 overs in the first innings. They have to play 50 overs, and top order.
You want to break the news to Saqlain?
He need to play. He need to perform today, and that is
they'll have to play those 50 overs indeed, Saqlain, because they don't have the pressures of a chase this time. Sarfraz Ahmed's won the toss. Pakistan will bat on a pitch that Sunil Gavaskar describes as a graveyard for bowlers. So let's go to the significance.
Yeah, actually, you should be talking to Ajit about this because he was really up in arms in the last game, with Pakistan winning the toss and electing to bat first. So that was something.
And Rohit Sharma seems to be quite pleased.
Yeah, I mean, why wouldn't he be? First, like Saqlain said, they'll have to bat 50 overs. They'll want to know what a good target is, which has been their problem. I think they chase, in spite of all that pressure and Afghanistan playing so well, they managed to chase that total. So whether they just don't want to bat second against India and bat under pressure, it looks that way, because seems like all the games, batting second, there seems to be a little bit more easier.
Yeah, under lights you would think the 3 spinners of India would be easier to manage. In the afternoon, obviously the pitch is dry and there's more for the spinner, so don't understand the reason why, unless they are very insecure in chasing under pressure. I don't know.
Is it that, Saqlain? They did come out on top against Afghanistan, but they did have a scare. Is it because they're not quite sure of chasing against India? Are you happy with the call Sarfraz has taken?
That is big problem. We are not good chaser, and I think I'll give massive credit to Shoaib Malik, vast experience, and I think we won because of Shoaib Malik. We are not too good. We have to admit that. So that's why Sarfraz won the toss and elected to bat first.
Then it makes a lot of sense. You know, I think it makes a lot of sense.
That is clear.
Okay.
Yeah, because Shoaib Malik actually got the most important run. They would have lost to Afghanistan in that run chase, came in, got 50 runs, and handle pressure well. So I can understand now why they want to bat first.
I mean, to be fair, it took a couple of lusty hits, not just from Shoaib, but from the lower order and the tail. Otherwise, it could have been a different narrative to this game. As it turns out, Sarfaraz has won the toss. There are changes for Pakistan, and we were wondering whether Mohammad Amir would make a blockbuster comeback. Indeed, he does. I'm also confirming that Shadab Khan is back. What I believe is that Usman Khan and Haris Sohail are out. So we're just going to correct that for you and confirm team news. But what we do know is Mohammad Amir is indeed back, right?
That would
Sanjay?
surprise me if Usman Khan is out, because I think he's bowled well. He looks a reliable bowler. Not surprised that Amir is back, because they need some seniority and experience in a high pressure match.
I'm waiting on confirmation for that. Like I said, which means have they picked the young Shaheen Afridi ahead of Usman Khan or not? We'll go to that in a bit. But Amir back, you happy with that?
Yeah, I mean, I was a little bit surprised. Maybe that one game off or a rest sometimes helps in these hot conditions as well. But you need a leader in that attack, and he's got the necessary experience. He's done well before against India. Like Sanjay said, you need a senior guy to lead the attack.
Even out of form, Mohammad Amir is better than somebody like a Shaheen Afridi who played his first match in the last game.
So I'm confirming that Shaheen Afridi is playing and Mohammad Amir is playing. So Usman Khan is out, Saqlain. So coming to you with the choice of Pakistan's left-arm seamers, they've left out Usman Khan, who's been quite impressive in times. But do you agree with the call that Sarfaraz has taken? Amir and Shaheen as the two left-armers?
I think before this tournament, I said that Shaheen Afridi should be in there. He's quite promising, a tall guy, he bowls fast and he can swing the ball as well. But if you see in terms of skills, I think Shaheen have more than Usman Khan.
Right.
That is my personal opinion, and I think this is the best choice.
And maybe there was some feeling of guilt with the amount of catches that were dropped, off his bowling. So maybe they want to give him another.
No, somebody that tall offers you a different sort of challenge as to the batters. So Usman Khan a bit skiddier on this pitch. Maybe with balls not reversing as much as you would think that in these conditions sometimes it does with two new white balls. So this Afridi offers something
and another left-arm seamer, young Shaheen Afridi. So what is it? I mean, Saqlain would tell us maybe, what is this with left-arm seamers from Pakistan? Itne क्यों आ रहे हैं?
मार्केट में बस यही सप्लाई आ रही है.
Okay, one quick word on Amir. If you're yes, Saqlain, carry on.
No, I said that I'm not sure why all the left-armers. We have 10 more left-armers in domestic season at the moment. They're in the queue.
We don't mind one or two this side, but but all right, let's leave that conversation for later. High-profile player Mohammad Amir benched for a game. Is that sometimes a good thing? Gives you a bit of a kick, knowing that got to come back harder.
Yeah, and also helps to just rest in this heat.
Oh, right. That's one way of looking at it.
Yeah, it might be fresher. No, I mean. Yeah, I'm sure he knows at the back of his mind that he needs to get some wickets, but he's been bowling well. It's not, sometimes as a bowler you can go through, or as a batter, you can bat well, not get runs, or as a bowler, but his economy is still good, which is at least one positive Pakistan. If he starts getting wickets, ideally if he gets wickets today, I think Pakistan will have a good day.
I think wicket taking on this kind of a pitch is left to the spinners, really. I mean, if the seamers get, it's a bonus. This pitch is tailor-made for spinners to get wickets. So.
All right. Well, let's hear from the Pakistan camp as well. Imam-ul-Haq was one of the mainstays for them in that chase against Afghanistan. Looked good, and here he is speaking ahead of this game.
To be honest, we were very confident because we have a very good depth in the batting lineup. The dressing room atmosphere was very cool and very polite and excited because we knew that it was we gonna win this match inshallah. जी सर, आप बिल्कुल कह सकते हैं कि हमने भारत के खिलाफ हम खुद भी बहुत लेट डाउन किया अपने आप को, स्पेशली इन बैटिंग बिकॉज मेरे ख्याल से अगर पहली 10 ओवर में ओपनर्स आपकी आउट हो जाएं तो इतने बड़े मैच में आप कम बैक करना थोड़ा सा मुश्किल होता है. क्योंकि अगर आप देखें पिछले 6-7 महीने से मैं और फ़खर फॉर्म में हैं और बाबर फॉर्म में हैं, तो हमारी रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी है कि बड़े मैच में भी हम टीम को वो प्लेटफॉर्म प्रोवाइड करें कि जो हमारे नीचे वाले हिटर्स हैं वो उनको फिर जो है उनको अच्छा सा प्लेटफॉर्म मिले. उनके बैट्समैन ऐसे हैं कि अगर वो सेट हो जाते हैं तो फिर वो लंबा स्कोर करते हैं, तो इसलिए हमारी पूरी कोशिश है कि हम उनके 10 आउट करें. और वो तभी हो सकता है कि जब हमारा न्यू बॉल से आउट होते हैं तो फिर उनका जो मिडिल ऑर्डर है ना वो इतना फॉर्म में नहीं है, उनके ओपनर्स ही जो उनकी स्ट्रेंथ है.
I like it. There's a lot of conviction, deep thought. Seems like a studious cricketer likes to bat with his spectacles.
And they failed in the last game against India. So that was a big setback because this guy looks pretty compact, good driver, good puller. Same can be said about Babar Azam. So if these guys get runs, then the hype that we have outside the cricket field will live up with the ground reality as well. So let's hope these guys get runs so we have a match on our hands.
A little more from Imamullah from you, Saqlain. I believe he's supposed to be the guy who you expect. If you said earlier Pakistan must bat 50 overs. Imam played very out of character in that last game against India. Good player of spin too, had no problem against Rashid Khan. What do you make of him as a 50 over player?
The good thing is, in his interview, he actually admitted that we didn't bat well, and he knows that, and not just him. Everyone knows that what is the plan, what is the requirement, and I'm sure that they will execute today whatever he's saying, and I think they have to do that.
All right, we're just keeping that chat on. Shadab Khan, the other inclusion. Makes sense. The wrist spinner.
Yeah, they need a frontline spinner, and we've seen what Indian wrist spinners are doing at the moment. So, no, certainty. Once he was fit, he had to come back into the squad. Gives it a bit more balance, and another wicket taker, which helps.
All right, just looking at numbers for all the teams, Sanjay, in the Asia Cup. Pakistan number 3 in what is their adopted home in the UAE, but an average of 27. Afghanistan 32. India at 50. What explains the lack of batting pedigree in this tournament so far, other than India, if at all, anything?
I think Pakistan is an aberration because if you look at their, batting in recent times on this ground has been excellent. So this is an aberration. Pitches have been slightly disappointing. Bit too slow, and spinners are thriving. It's not one of those pitches where you just put your foot on, on the pedal or hit through the line. So pitches have been difficult. And the ground is small, so sometimes you wonder why the scores are low.
Okay, we will speak of one man for Pakistan who's done particularly well in the last game, keeping them alive. Shoaib Malik, version 2.0, if you want to call him that. 40 matches in India-Pakistan ODIs and 47.33 at an average. But there's an old adage that every time Pakistan chase under pressure, Shoaib Malik takes them home. Certainly against India. But this is a very different Shoaib Malik. 36 almost now, and running lots of twos and looking as fit as he gets.
Yeah, incredible what he did the other night. I mean, just stayed so calm till that last over. I'm sure it was at some stage watching that game, you felt like he had to go a lot earlier, but didn't. That's experience for you. But
he's got two things. He's calm under pressure. He's a senior player. He's played the old-fashioned game as well in the past. And he's got the big game as well.
Looking at that average of 50 since the 2015 World Cup. They didn't take him to the World Cup. An average of 50 since.
So he's shining in a time when, batting quality overall is going down a little bit. And he's got the big game as well when you need it. When you need 10, 11 runs in the last over. I mean, last game you saw him hit a 6 and a 4, isn't it, to win the game. So
Saqlain,
got that heady combination.
Shoaib Malik, key cog going into the World Cup next year. You see a certain place for him for a while. It doesn't seem like he's running out of steam at 36.
Very fit, very strong, very disciplined, and very hard-working guy as well. Since he started, all the seniors and everybody was talking that he's very disciplined. He knows, and I think Misbah and Yunus Khan, he was very close to them as well, and they were very fit as well. I think he got that environment, and because of that, and I think sitting next to them, those seniors players, he got a lot of experience from them as well. And I think the way he's going, Pakistan team is heavily relying on him, especially today. And if we've seen a bigger picture in 2019, he knows his role, and prayers and wishes for him.
Well, both well for Shoaib Malik that he's getting runs in the middle order, because next to him, Sarfaraz Ahmed's had a slight dip in form since the Fine Champions Trophy he had in England a little while back. So that's the other role that Shoaib Malik has to play in what seems to be a strange little period for Sarfaraz, not quite getting the runs, an average of 15 since 2017, strike rate of 70, or out to a full toss last game when you wanted him or you expected him to take Pakistan home. Saqlain, quick word, just Sarfaraz Ahmed. Sometimes captains can get bogged down when their numbers start going one way. He seems to be a different kind of character though. Just what have you made of him?
He is another person who is very strong. He have a strong belief. He's very spiritual as well. I spoke to him quite a few times during the PSL. He's very, very positive person. In character, he's very strong. So that's why he's the captain of Pakistan team. Yes, we know that he's not performing in terms of batting, but he's quite confident guy, and he never give up. And I think definitely he need to perform because the people are talking, all the media is talking against him. Even yesterday, I was reading the article, and they said that that's it, and the new captain will come after Asia Cup. This is not fair. He done well, but we all understand that he's not having a good form in batting. But he's our leader. We shouldn't be saying we shouldn't be too harsh against.
Yeah, Saqlain, if the team is winning, I think it's not fair to attack the captain, and if he's keeping wickets well enough, he should be there on the team. I think it's unnecessary.
It also seems like the kind of character who wouldn't be bothered by his own numbers.
And the way he's getting out in the last game as well, so it is something you don't understand. But he should be given the long rope.
Leave it out for now. As far as India go, unchanged, so no surprises there. I'd like for the two of you to dig into the Ravindra Jadeja discussion because what a fine comeback. And yes, it's fair to say that maybe there were others that India could have tried. But he's made the most of this opportunity and some assistance with Bangladesh also.
Yeah, a bit of that, but I think the conditions were in his favour as well, but you still have to bowl well. I mean, if those sorts of conditions are there, you'll always have Jadeja as one of your frontline guys because, I mean, if the ball grips the surface a little bit, he's a different bowler to when it's a little bit flat. So, yeah, would have helped his confidence as well. I mean, not been around for over a year now. So, come back.
Yeah, the one big change that I have seen in Jadeja, I mean, he lost his place in the team because he bowled too quickly, isn't it? Ashwin and Jadeja was just looking to be economical, not getting wickets. So, there's one little note that I've made in my diary. There was a wicket of Mushtaq that he picked up with a ball that was 80 kilometers per hour. That's Jadeja, very slow. In test matches, he bowls at about 90, 100. So I think he's learned a very harsh lesson in his comeback. I think there is an emphasis to bowl slow. If you see, there's more overspin rather than, throwing darts and bowling quickly. So that's a lesson that he's learned. And he got 4 wickets in that match. And Kuldeep and Chahal wicketless, I think, is the first time it's ever happened.
Now, Saqlain had a bit of a smile when you were going through your diary. I don't know if that was because he agrees with you or not. Yes, Saqlain.
He's got his diary.
Please tell me what's in your diary, Saqlain. Is there something different or the same?
The thing is, to be honest, I really like Jadeja. He's a full package, great energy in the field. He can, I totally agree what Ajit mentioned that if there is a little bit turn, he's very lethal, and he can bat as well. I believe on that rather than going slow or quick. I believe on trajectory. If the trajectory is right, the shape of the ball is right, and the ball is coming just, a little up from your hand, like up and over, you will have good dip and drift. And I think that was the issue of Jadeja. Rather than pushing, going up and over, and if you want to bowl quick, still you will have a dip. And if you can hold the shape, you will have drift as well. And with the right shape, you will have drift. And if there is a little purchase on the pitch, imagine dip, drift, and the turn
Can you have that
getting,
kind of trajectory bowling at 95 and 100? Saqlain, it's possible, right? You're saying just the trajectory
that is
has
push.
To
Yeah, that is push.
Okay.
If you are pushing, then you will go quicker and quicker.
So is it,
but if
is it
you
possible
are just
to achieve
controlling the
so the trajectory that you're talking about, flighting the ball a little bit, but bowling at 95, 100, is that possible? Or that
no, it's too much. I think it's too much.
But I think the one point he makes is you also need the assistance of the pitch, which is the biggest question for Jadeja.
Again,
but the big change was
you are, basically.
Yeah.
I think
you saw him bowling. It was more this than this.
Darts.
You were saying
I mean, one other thing, I mean, it's obviously become a lot harder for finger spinners in one-day cricket. I mean, these pitches are okay, a little bit slow, but then it comes down to the bowler, how brave he is to actually throw it.
Going forward, what can happen with Kuldeep there in the team as a certainty that if you get a rank turner, a pitch like you have in Dubai, then you could be tempted to play somebody like a Jadeja. And if the pitch is good, then Kuldeep is the one you get into the team because he's the one who teases the batsman. There's flight and guile. But on a pitch that is dry and turning it, if you get that kind of a pitch in England, you might be tempted to play Jadeja because you get the batting, you get the odd run out as well. So you have a third option. Suddenly out of the blue, you have an exciting third option.
You're assuming the unthinkable, Sanjay, that India will read the pitch right and play the right 11.
And,
by that time Virat will start captaining, isn't it?
And Akshar Patel stopped watching the show now.
Okay, continuing a conversation on spin, which is good fun with Saqlain, Mushtaq, Sanjay and Ajit. Also, let's have a word on who India's main spinner is. Yuzvendra Chahal's had quite a few things to say about how he looks at bowling in ODI cricket. Have a listen.
कुलदीप और मैं लाइक काफ़ी सालों से मतलब साथ खेल रहे हैं, मतलब बचपन से, मतलब जब वो मुंबई आया था तब भी साथ थे। तो हमारा बॉन्डिंग अच्छा है कि अगर मैं पहले बॉल डाल रहा हूँ तो मुझसे जाके बोलता हूँ कि विकेट कैसा है, कि बैट्समैन को ये डाल सकता है, अगर वो डालता है तो वो मुझे बताता है। और किसी की अगर एक ओवर से प्रेशर आएगा तभी दूसरा के विकेट चांसेस ज़्यादा होगी। तो हमारा यही रहता है कि अगर मुझे विकेट नहीं मिल रहा तो मैं तू अटैक कर सकता है, अगर मैं रन नहीं दे रहा तो तू अपने विकेट के लिए जा सकता है। तो हमारा बातचीत चलता रहता है।
For me, like one is side one and one is normal one. So I keep mixing that my googlies while I'm playing. आप देखिए वो इस कैप्टन भी रह चुके हैं और काफ़ी मतलब 250-300 इतने सालों से खेल रहे हैं, तो एक आइडिया होता है, वो उसे एक्सपीरियंस कहते हैं। मतलब कि आपके पास कोई एक्सपीरियंस प्लेयर है जो स्पेशली विकेट के पीछे जो बैट्समैन को इतने अच्छे से सामने से वॉच करता है, मतलब इतना क्लोजली, तो वो हमारे लिए अच्छा हो जाता है क्योंकि वो कुछ बताते हैं, वो एक्सपीरियंस है, क्योंकि वो बैट्समैन भी है और वो बैटिंग कर चुके हैं उस विकेट में, तो हमारे लिए थोड़ा इजी रहता है, मेरे और कुलदीप के लिए। तो हम डिस्कस करते हैं, तो ऐसा नहीं है कि मतलब वो हमें डिनाई कर देते हैं। तो अगर उन्हें लगता है कि नहीं होगा तो उनसे बात करते हैं, फिर वो कहते हैं अगर नहीं हो रहा फिर हम इस प्लान पे जाएंगे। तो ऐसा नहीं है कि मतलब कि वो हमारी सुनते नहीं है, जो भी होता है हम प्लान करते हैं उस हिसाब से।
Yuzvendra Chahal speaking exclusively to ESPN Cricinfo. You can catch the extended interview on the site as well as the app. Make sure you download that. Quick attention to the other game in Abu Dhabi. Bangladesh and Afghanistan both looking to get some points in the Super 4 stage, and Afghanistan are going to be made to put through something they have not done. They will be chasing, so that's a different dynamic that they have to take up in Abu Dhabi because Bangladesh have won the toss and they're batting first. It's been disappointing batting that's let Bangladesh down, Sanjay. They've reinforced the team. They've added Imrul Kayes, the experienced. A little controversy there with the selectors not being told he's been called up, but then
and
those
Tamim
times
Iqbal, I think batting at number, beg your pardon, Shakib Al Hasan batting at number 3 is something that hasn't worked. So yes, they have been.
But they are intent. Listening to Shahriar Nafi's, the intent on that for the World Cup. So that's a
it
plan.
makes a lot
are
of
you
sense
okay
because
with
he is more than just a left-arm spinner who can bat a bit.
Yeah.
So put more responsibility on him, but it hasn't quite worked until now.
The modus operandi for Afghanistan is get about 240, 250, and then our spinners will choke the opposition. This is now different for them.
Yeah, but I think their bowling's doing well enough to then restrict. Bangladesh has been pretty ordinary this series, really.
Yeah.
I mean, whether it's with the ball or the bat. So, Afghanistan start favourites in this game for me.
Yeah.
I don't think they'll worry too much about chasing. I think the batting's started getting better as the tournament's gone on. It's a little bit different chasing, but yeah, I don't think it should be an issue. If
My money is on Bangladesh winning. I think this is a crunch game, and somewhere I think they'll come and play their best cricket. There's more quality there, you know, with Mashrafi, Mehdi Hassan getting some run down the order as well. That might help. So I'm going with a team that has more quality individually in the team on the big stage.
But they will have to face Mujibur Rahman with the new ball. That's a role that not too many spinners get in one-day cricket, Saqlain. But Mujib seems to be the kind, in spite that takes his T20 form into 50-over cricket. Handy with the new ball. We're just looking at numbers which say that he's got the best economy in the first 10 overs. For a batting team which is low on confidence, was this the right thing for Bangladesh to do in a must-win game?
Yeah, they have to, and I think I totally agree with Sanjay Bhai as well. And it's a crunch game for them. I think the experience, Bangladeshi, they have more experience than Afghanis, and they know where they are, and they've been obviously they saw the strength of Afghanis, and I think they will. Their experience will help them to actually. To dominate Afghanis today. Afghanis, they looks a bit, they look quite confident, but again, I'll go with the experience. The Bangladeshis will play their a proper game, I think.
Strong words from Ajit, though, that Afghanistan start as favourites. In spite of Bangladesh's experience, do you go with that? Afghanistan favourites for this game?
Just form, I think. I mean.
Yeah, no, carry on. So, Saqlain, you agree with Afghanistan favourites for this game, or would you still say Bangladesh's experience?
Experience, Bangladesh.
Okay, fine. All right, let's take the attention back to India versus Pakistan. Approach and the kind of score that we're looking at in Dubai, it's been so one-sided that you can't really tell
One
what
thing
to
that you
test
will
them.
see today is Fakhar Zaman and Babar Azam won't be playing too many, big shots, or Imam ul Haq rather.
Yes.
Let's say them buckle down a little bit, lay the foundation. Once that happens, if they get close to 200, 210, but I still don't like Pakistan's bowling attack on a pitch like that. If they had a couple of game-changing spinners, then it would have been fun.
I mean, what we
if
want
there was a Saeed Ajmal or a Saqlain Mushtaq, then we would have a match on our hands. So even if they get 220, 230, because they don't have the spin X factor, it might still be enough.
What we want, of
For
course,
India
is
to
a
beat.
game like we had in Dhaka, which at least keeps us interested till the very end. Otherwise, like we've established, one-sided in the last game, one-sided in the Champions Trophy final, one-sided in the group stage game at Birmingham and in the World Cup. So let's hope that that doesn't come our way. Just a quick look at some more numbers for you as we continue the build-up to India versus Pakistan. The record in Dubai, oh, that's interesting. India seems to have won 3 out of 3, Pakistan 8 out of 10. So this makes for an interesting contest. Right, Jadeja was tried with in the power play last time by Rohit Sharma, and I think even Chahal was. That's
Yeah,
one
they
way
had no
to go.
choice. They are just two seamers,
Yeah.
so they had to do that. But you can do that on these kind of pitches. You know, in England, you'll need 3 seamers in the World Cup.
Okay, give me a number now for Pakistan. What will trouble India, or at least test India?
I think 270 is a bare minimum that they'll need. I don't think anything less than that. Like Sanjay said, their attack, you know, they don't really have the spinners that you would probably need for these conditions. I think pitch report says it's a flat deck. If it is, then they might require more, but I think 270 is a bare minimum.
Exactly, 270. But how will Pakistan get 270 is a problem, because India has quality in their seam as well as spin as well. Jadeja is, you know, as the third spinner, adds another dimension. There's no Hardik Pandya to just bowl 5 or, beg your pardon, 6 overs. And then you had Kedar Jadhav bowling a bit of off spin. That is not happening. So work cut out for Pakistan.
The interesting thing is that openers don't get out. There's 2 guys who are turning the ball back into the left-handers today. I mean, Kuldeep's a little bit different. That'll be a challenge for India if the openers don't get out.
Seems a little similar to India, Saqlain, that they are a little dependent on their top 3. With Babar Azam, Imam and Fakhar Zaman, you don't get wickets there, then maybe there's a little too much you're asking of the middle order. So if they get 270, it's again top 3 for you. And you agree with that? 270 the number that you'd be happy with if you were Pakistan?
Yes, definitely. Yeah, they have to make 270 plus. Fakhar is going to play his own game. He will play. He likes to hit. You know, he likes to play shots. He will go with his natural kind of way. And Imam, Babar, you know, I mean, they don't go for big shots. And you know, I mean, they have to consolidate. They have to lay the base. You know. 270, they have to make it. The first target will be, you know, the first thing which they really want to do, they have to play 50 overs. If they will play 50 overs, definitely they will make 270. If they won't, then, you know, I mean, 240, 250, India will chase easily. They have to play, you know, they have to be street smart. Otherwise, Indian, they will, you know, they will catch them from the neck and they will throw them on the ground. You know,
Wow.
they have to play the natural game.
We can't end on a more romantic note. Thank you very much, Saqlain, Mushtaq, Sanjay,
Romantic, you
Manjrekar,
call that
and
romance?
Ajit Agarkar. Yes, well,
Catching the
my
neck and
twisted
throwing
idea.
them on the ground.
Right. We'll see how close these gentlemen are to 270 at half-time. Focus your attention to the games. Download the ESPN Cricinfo mobile app. And on our way out, we'll take you through the story of Fakhar Zaman as we spoke of his importance in this innings. Make sure you join us for our half-time show on ESPN Cricinfo Matchday with our technology partner, Vivo.
In the valley of Khyber Pakhtunkhwa in Pakistan lies the beautiful small city of Magdan, and one of their finest and most successful. Since his retirement, the then unknown Fakhar Zaman brought Madan right back into the limelight by a match-winning century in the Champions Trophy.
ये बहुत बड़े स्टेज पे और फिर इंडिया के अगेंस्ट तो वाकई वो क्रिकेट खेलूँ जितनी भी परफॉर्मेंसेस दूँ सबसे यादगार इनिंग मेरी है.
There is so much X factor there with Fakhar Zaman. It's unbelievable. You know, he hits balls in different areas. He's fearless. He takes the game on. He plays incredibly well. Plays the short ball well. So he's got the whole package.
Since his breakthrough performance against India, Fakhar has established himself as the batting mainstay of Pakistan's limited overs side. In fact, in ODIs, only 4 players have scored more runs than him since his debut.
जब से डेब्यू किया मैंने वेस्ट इंडीज़ में तो इतना अच्छा नहीं गया मेरा वो टाइम. फिर वापस मैं पाकिस्तान आया तो डायरेक्ट मैं NCA चला गया और NCA में काफ़ी ज़्यादा हार्ड वर्क किया कोचेस के साथ और उसे थोड़ी बहुत मैंने कवर कर ली थी।
He just has an answer for every opportunity he gets. It's very I like him, and I think he's very good for the game.
The pride of Pakistan, Fakar's story has not been short of a struggle, and it all started about 40 minutes away from Mardan, in the small town of...
अभी जहाँ पे बैठे हुए ये मेरा स्कूल है और यहाँ से ही मैंने मैट्रिक किया। यहीं से मैंने अपनी जो क्रिकेट होती है हार्ड बॉल की वो स्टार्ट की।
मैट्रिक इसने किया, उसमें इतने कुछ ज़्यादा जिस तरह हमारी उम्मीदें थी उस तरह उसके मार्क्स अच्छे नहीं आए, तो कॉलेज ऑफ टेक्नोलॉजी यहाँ पे है, वहाँ पे उसको दाखिला दिलवाया। वहाँ भी फिर जब हमने देखा कि ये ज़्यादा तवज्जो क्रिकेट को ही दे रहा है, तो इससे बात फिर हमने की कि आप ज़रा हमें बताओ सीरियसली कि आपने पढ़ना है कि नहीं पढ़ना। इसने कहा बस मैंने नहीं पढ़ना, बस मैंने क्रिकेट ही खेलना है।
After leaving studies temporarily, Fakar enrolled in the Pakistan Navy. Even there, he excelled in cricket, but switching full-time to the game only came after self-realization and the support of those close to him.
इंटरनेशनल प्लेयर जो होते हैं वो हम लोग समझते थे कि वो किसी और दुनिया से होते हैं, लेकिन जब मैं उनके साथ खेला आमिर अली, असद शफीक और सरफराज अहमद के साथ एक ही क्लब में, और मेरी अक्सर परफॉर्मेंसेस उनसे ज़्यादा होती थी क्लब में, वहाँ से मुझे फिर फील हुआ कि यार मैं भी खेल सकता हूँ।
जो भी इसकी मैचेस होते थे उसमें इसकी ज़बरदस्त पोजीशन आती थी, अखबारों में इसका नाम आता था, तो ज़ाहिर है हम उसको देख के खुश होते थे और फिर यही तमन्ना थी, इसको बार बार कहते भी थे कि कोशिश करो आप कि पाकिस्तान टीम में आप आ जाओ।
An aggressive batsman who doesn't possess a classical technique, Fakar has worked hard to enhance.
But he has always worked on his game. He's been to the National Academy, worked with the coaches. He's worked on a bouncer because he gets it quite a lot.
He hits the ball well. As I say, he scores all around the wicket. What we're working on with him now is just to give him a defence. And if we give him that defence, that's going to make him into a better player. And then we can look at him in terms of Test cricket as well.
मेरा ये है कि मैं मैच टू मैच और सीरीज़ टू सीरीज़ खुद को देखता हूँ और अपने ऊपर काम करता हूँ।
In the past year, Fakar has been the linchpin of Pakistan's batting. And with Asia Cup just around the corner, the kid to stake his claim as one of the best in the world.